you know, as well.
Okay. There we go.
Alright. Want to start with him?
You can go.
Okay, we all have the same questions.
Yeah, we have the
So one question I had was, where did you guys live when you grew up, like during the Great Depression?
We've always, both of us have always lived right here in Heinsberg.
Oh, really? That's cool. Okay.
Johnny lived here in the village, and I lived on the farm outside about a quarter of a mile.
Okay.
Oh, my pen's dead. Okay, I guess we go.
Okay. How many like family members and siblings did you have?
I'll let Johnny answer that first, since I answered the last one. How many sisters and brothers? Sisters did you have? You don't
I
remember?
had 3 sisters, and there was 4 kids. So 3 sisters and me,
And he was the youngest.
baby.
And I had, stop and think, 3 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow.
Wow.
There were 8 of us.
Did you guys like all live together?
What was that?
Did you all live together in the same house and stuff?
Did we live together?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all lived on the farm till, you know, they grew up and went off to school or.
I moved from across the road over here. I was born in that house, just the other side of the old library.
That's cool.
Both houses were built just alike,
Oh, really?
yeah, same contractor, but inside probably different, but the roofs and everything identical. But my great-grandfather Post built this one, and my grandfather Meade built that one.
Wow. What, do you know what year that these were built?
This one was built in 95, 1895.
Wow.
So it's not an old house compared to the rest of them.
Yeah. I like the layout though, this is really nice here.
It's really cool.
Next question?
You can go, Jay.
Oh, okay. So where did you go to school during the Great Depression?
Right here in the village.
Yeah.
This isn't going to
Okay,
be
cool.
very exciting because
How, like-
we've lived here all our life, and the school over around the corner used to be 12 grades.
All 12 grades are in that big white building.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
was before CVU.
How
We'll
old
go
were
by that
you?
on the way back, we can take a picture if you want.
That'd be cool. Yeah, how old were you during like when the Great Depression started?
When I started school, you mean?
Or like when the Great Depression started?
Oh.
Yeah.
What year did it start? Let's see.
That's up to you guys, you can do the
It
math.
started in like I think like 1930 or 1920, like beginning.
I was
Yeah, in the late 20s.
Yeah.
6 years old, or 6 years old in 1930.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize we were in a depression. We lived on a farm. We had meat and milk and vegetables and chickens sometimes. Had plenty to eat and didn't have much else, but I guess I didn't realize how much of a struggle it might have been for my
I
parents.
guess the answer for both of us, neither one of us knew we were poor, didn't have anything, but we had a roof over our head,
Yeah.
enough to eat. When I was in high school, my mother took teachers, boarders, board in Washington, you know, for one time we had 3 teachers, and most of the time 2. And I'm sure she did it to survive, to help, you know, to help along,
Right.
but,
Well, it was during the Depression that your dad probably got in trouble with the, lost it, I mean.
he didn't get in trouble, but he lost his
Yeah.
shirt in the
Yeah,
Depression.
that's what I mean.
He was a Model T Ford dealer.
Oh, okay.
One of the, well, I've been told that he was the largest Ford dealer in New England. This was, you know, in the teens, not the 20s, the teens.
Yeah,
And I've got books on my desk here that it's, every page you turn, it's the price he sold the Model T for $430, $10 down, $5 a month, something like that, you know, all the, and then
a Model T was a car.
Yeah.
That's how much they were paying for a car back then.
How
Oh
much?
gosh.
$400 and something dollars.
yeah,
Oh my
$600 was a real fancy
And
one.
then, of course, when the Depression, a lot of people couldn't pay even that small amount a month, so he lost a lot.
So, well, my dad died when I was in high school, but I think he had like $80,000 on the books. Everybody owed him, but nobody paid him. I mean, we didn't have any money. I guess that's the best way to word it, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's let him ask us some other questions.
but that's good info, I'd write that down, Grace. How much a car went back for back then?
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. What was the hardest thing you guys had to like face during the Great Depression? Like go through?
If you did.
Yeah.
I can't really say. I can think of things that my folks might have done.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I know my mother they used to have, the government had a program where women could get together and do panning together,
Mhm.
and I'm sure that was, part of that was, during the Depression.
Yeah.
And I remember my mother taking part in that, but otherwise, I guess I was too young to really realize,
Mhm.
you know. I'm not sure though, come to think of it, was that during the Depression or during the war years that they did that?
Mhm.
Gosh,
I didn't even know that they did it.
oh yes, they did. Well, question mark there, not sure.
I don't know, I think like with me, we lived here in the village, so we had kids to play with and so forth, but as far as money goes, you didn't have any, you know? And I remember I started the paper when I was about 10 years old, and I kept it for 4 or 5 years. And I supported myself and so forth, and spending money on my own. Of course, my folks fed me, helped me, but, and when my dad died, I didn't know we didn't have a thing, didn't have any money, no insurance.
But
So,
anyway.
we started out with nothing.
Yeah. One thing, I was third girl. Yeah, the third girl. So everything I had was something somebody else had worn. We never had new clothes, you know, that was
Hand-me-downs.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a cousin in Montpelier who was a little older than I was, and she would send a box of her clothes once in a while, and it was just like Christmas. I guess something was like having new clothes.
Cool. Did you notice any like difference in your school or like the other kids, if it affected them? Yeah.
No, really.
Hmm.
Most of us are all alike.
Yeah, they were pretty much in the same.
Everybody, that's
Yeah.
the same, we didn't know any difference.
Do you have one, Jay?
Yeah. Do you think in the scheme of things during the Great Depression that Vermont was a safer place to be than other places?
I don't know if I could say it was safer. It certainly felt very safe, and it always has. But I guess I wouldn't know enough about comparing it to other. I think any small town seems safe because you know so many people. You know.
It's still the safest place to live,
Yeah, true.
as far as we're concerned, anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
How did you guys like make your own fun? Like, what did you do for fun when you were little?
When you didn't have much money.
We could talk about that in the village here, playing ball in the road here and so on.
But I guess you think about it now, all these houses, there's hardly any kids in them. They're all offices or the people who died off, somebody bought them. But it seemed like every house had kids when I was growing up. And being here in the village, you always had somebody, kids to play with, you know. It's